Check. I thought I'd try it on in September, and starting now, every 22nd of the month, we will have a buddy check. So if you need somewhere to come talk, vent, it's a high stress time around this time of year. So I understand that there are other outlets out there to help, but I'd like to be one of the helps. I'm Daloon. I am the blogger for a blog on WordPress. It's called Looking Outside the Bubble. I'll put the link when I repost this live if you want to check it out. I like to write up about everything under the sun. My earlier works did have contributions to politics, but I no longer delve in that. That's a good way to get a heart attack and add to stress. But I do talk about everything. And on this channel, I'd like to be a help to the community. So it's going to be on city homesteading, cooking, gardening, maybe sewing. I'm not that great in it, so I don't think I'm an expert to talk about that. But it'll be different topics that we could talk about. Okay? But today, the reason for today's stream is if you want to come on, vent, be upset, if you have anything bothering you, even if you have something good to share. I know I used to do buddy check on Facebook, but it wasn't done on camera. So this is for basically for those who happen to come up on this video and you don't know what buddy check is. Buddy check is has been designated unofficially on the 22nd of every month as a way for service members and ex-service members to check in on their buddy, which is what we call our fellow soldiers. So I used to do a call on Facebook for buddy check all the time. My page was private. My page is private, and I'm not on Facebook as much. I actually have been honing in my skills on other things, which is one of the things I wanted to touch upon being here. Now, before I get here, before I go forward, I am going to say, one, I am not a mental health professional. I am not a psychiatrist. I'm just a veteran myself who understands how it can be difficult sometimes transitioning from being a soldier to civilian life. I've been out since 99, and trust me, I still have trouble. I still don't understand a lot of things. So I'm going to bring this up several times, but just so you are aware, if you are a soldier, if you are a veteran, and you find yourself in crisis, please call the Veteran Crisis Line. Dial 988 and press 1. No, I am not being paid to do this. This is what I'm doing to as helping my buddies. If you don't want to call, if you want to text instead, text 838-255. They're 24/7, and you're important. You're special. You sacrifice years and your time for this country. So if you need help, there's nothing wrong with reaching out. Okay? Now, I was about to bring up, so I focus my time now on working on videos and filling up hobbies. I go by the Loon. Some people, because I am going to post this on my Instagram page, which is my author's name, which is Judith Swanson. So I am a published author. I am first generation American, born and raised here. I served my country proudly for the opportunity to be here. To the, how can I say, outcry of my parents even. So I know how hard it is when you become a veteran, readapting to civilian life, sometimes being frustrated, sometimes finding yourself homeless, jobless. But I can attest to you and tell you, if you find yourself in those positions, know that there's help out there, and with the determination that we have in us, we could get through it. Now, I saw that somebody was waiting, but I don't see anybody up in here. So this is probably I want to do this for at least 15 minutes, since it's my first trial run, and see how this works. But normally how I would like this to go is, go ahead and type in comments. Also, even if you, as we go along, I'm hoping to figure out and learn how to add panels to this. And you could provide your guidance and words, because at the same time, I know there's a lot of us out there who are struggling. But at the same time, there are a lot of us that are in a good place or a decent place and may have words of wisdom, may even have solutions for our problems. That's what we do. That's what we used to do in the barracks. We used to talk things out with each other. And I know that's one thing people miss, but hopefully we could gather ourselves here and be like that. Be more, even though we may have distances between us, even though we may be even borders of countries between us, we could figure it out and we could reach out. And I tell you, some people may get sarcastic about this, but there's no reason to get sarcastic about it, only because when I was at my lowest, homeless, trying to find my footing, didn't know which way to go, having breakdowns left and right, it was my buddies, whether they called me when they were in other countries or they came from across the country to visit me, just to have a cup of coffee. Sometimes we didn't even have dinner. We had a cup of coffee to keep me going. We care about each other. Some of us don't know how to reach out. Some of us can't reach out. Some people go off the grid. I know I would like to, but hard to in the city. But it's We got each other's back. And that's all that matters. But what matters most is that you have to understand that we have each other's back. Now, wow. I wonder what that was. So what we have to do is keep hope in our hearts. Keep that warrior fire burning in our hearts to survive, to move forward. I didn't expect, I was hoping at least one person would show up and leave a message so we could have a discussion. Because that's what we do. We have discussions. I won't have a beer because I'm on camera, but I know you might have a beer, have a discussion here. Let's that's what we want to do. Every 22nd of the month, we want to have a discussion. We want to have a catch up. Where we are, what are we doing? What do we want to do? How do we get there? If we're in the same area, what do we do to survive? I've turned into a little pack rat, so survival. I'm in a better place than I was before, but when I was homeless, food pantries was ideal for me. That goes by how, depending on where you are, is how well that'll work for you. So that's one thing. I can right now, and I buy on sale. That's another thing you could do. And if you follow this channel, then I get into detail on certain things. I will be getting into details. They're slow in coming. I'm not as young as I used to be, so it takes time to learn. I want this to be, these days, the 22nd of every month, to be a safe space for all veterans to say, hey, I'm here. Even if you say hi, just say, hey, I'm here. Because we have to look out for each other and we have to uplift each other. That's the best I could do. I actually did not have anything prepared for the first time. I didn't have a script ready. I was going to let the people, if anyone came on the chat, participate. I did say I wait till 15 minutes, but I'm not going to sit here and ramble. So if you come across this video after the 22nd of September, welcome to my space. And I hope to see you next month on the 22nd of October.